Are we allowed cursing, or do we have to keep it
Fuck
PG?
yeah.
Okay,
Nah.
there you
Dude,
go.
hi. Oh, we haven't actually met yet. I grew up in the construction trades. Like I haven't lost the potty mouth that goes along with that. So
Yeah, I'm a chef. That's all we do. Welcome to Flavor Balance Heat, the podcast for hot sauce lovers and makers. I'm Spike.
and I'm Zach.
Today we welcome Hot Sauce Mike. Hi, Mike.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me, gentlemen.
Welcome to the shit show.
I'm all for it, baby. This is my type of environment.
There you go. Absolutely.
Perfect. Looks like you're gearing up for Halloween already.
My big old tarantula, baby. It's always here all year round.
I love
Nice.
that.
Halloween.
That's a great setup for your videos.
Thank you. Took some TLC and still rearranging some things, but I'll get finishing it eventually.
Is that just an extra corner of your house, or is it a like? I saw your early videos. I think you were in like a trailer or something, right?
Yeah, that was the start of COVID, and then after like about a couple months of being out there, decided to build my little corner in the basement.
Well, that's a good idea.
And now I'm growing slowly but gradually.
Awesome.
Eventually,
Yeah,
I'll have the full room.
I like all the knickknacks and everything. It adds a nice vibe to all your videos.
Thank you. Yeah, good God, I never realized I had so much shit back here until now you pointed out.
Well, it works. It definitely works. It's like those sports podcasts that you see where they have all the knickknacks of all their sports teams and everything going. That's what it looks like.
That's true. Jerseys hanging up and all that.
There you go. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your videos, your all the reviews and everything you do.
Oh God, I started that. Want to say the start of COVID, when COVID hit, because at my job, I work at Jungle Gyms. I'm a buyer. We used to have demos where our vendors used to come in and do their little thing, get people to taste stuff and all that. COVID started, that shit all went to hell. No tastings, no events, no nothing. Work was getting boring. Had all these damn hot sauces on my fingertips, and I had to entertain myself. So that's how the channel actually came about.
Well, that's awesome.
Trying to think, which was the first video that I did? I think it was what was it? The Toe of Satan, if I'm not mistaken.
It was. I watched it today. Yes, the Toe of Satan. Now, I have a question for you. At the end of that video, you are at a convention. It just kind of randomly. I love the early videos when people are doing them and they like just randomly cut to stuff. So you randomly cut to you at a convention and Smokin' Ed hit you with a piece of something and it fucked you up. Did you ever find out what it was? Because you just go, what was that? And nobody ever told you.
He never told me. He never told me anything. So that was, I want to say, like between the time when he was bringing out or releasing Pepper X, and every time I would ask him what's in it, he would just ignore my question. He would just ignore it. Then being ballsy, went ahead and gave it a go, and that shit fucked me up. And that was at the Weekend of Fire, actually. That's where we were doing it at.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He has his little canister of vial things, and he has a bunch of tinctures in there, all different variants and heat. And I just happened to catch that one, and he fucked me up.
He's an evil man like that. You know that, right? I mean, he's evil like that. He just likes to hurt people.
You ain't kidding. That was legit like my first time actually having some interaction with him, not knowing what to expect or anything like that. And yeah, that was a great first impression.
I had yesterday at our farmer's market, I had this little pregnant lady come up and ask me, we've got a sauce coming out called Victory Sauce. And it's like a lot of scorpion pepper in it. And she's like, can I try it? And I said, it's pretty hot. For you, it wouldn't be that hot. Like it would be, I mean, I don't know how many Scoville. If it were on hot once, it'd be about 3/4 of the way, just before the bomb. But I'm like, it's pretty hot. And she asked for it, and I warned her, and I didn't matter, man. I've just felt awful. I'm not Smokin' Ed.
And that's when she fucked around and found out.
She did. Hey, you've probably dabbled with making hot sauce, I'm sure. I didn't see a video with you doing that, but I'm sure
Me?
you have. Yeah.
No, not yet.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
shockingly,
really surprising.
shockingly, I have not tried yet. Like I've got the books, I've got ingredients written down, but I have not took the time to actually go in the kitchen and try to make something.
I think you'd like it.
I'm, I'm
You
probably.
would, and it becomes a fucking problem.
Yeah, it does become a problem. Becomes a problem real quick.
But I see like how you guys do, or you guys master your craft and all that. And I see like there's a good and some bad situations where shit happens. And then there's like, I'm like, well, fuck. If I put like all my time and effort into this, and there's something like bad happens, I'm like, well, there goes that. I
No,
mean,
hey, come on, man. Look what I went through. I had a
that could,
fucking 24,400 bottle recall on Hot
that,
Ones, and I'm still here, and I'm still
That's
kicking.
it. And you
and you're
can do
still
anything.
going, baby. Still going strong.
I remember
That is awesome. That is awesome, by the way. Most people would have just
Uh,
gave.
I'm doing it out of spite, bro. Doing it out of spite.
Zach
Because that
doesn't give up
that
easy.
that co-packer told me without him, my company would be nothing. So
Well, look at you now. Fuck him. Shit.
yeah,
Oh,
spite.
man.
It's all spite driven.
So, okay, I have a question for you about reviews. What makes a good review for you?
What makes a good review? Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
like if you're going to review
sure.
a hot sauce, what's your approach? Obviously you're going to want to be as objective as possible. Especially if it's people you've met or know,
Yeah.
but also just in general when you're coming up on a sauce, what are you looking for? Um, i-
Well,
Obviously besides just good flavor.
yeah. So like just I'm picky. I mean, somewhat picky when it comes to sauce. And then like I see this is where it goes 50-50. Some people like things that I don't, and some people I like things that other people don't. So when I do a review, I try to give it both perspectives. So like if it's runny, I'll let you know it's runny, but it's not my cup of tea. Or if it's a flavor profile that I've never had before, that's something unique to me. And I'm all about unique sauces. So I try to spit that out more than anything. But I just like having fun with it. Nothing really too serious. Um, so for instance, let's see. Your sauces, they're very flavorful. Nothing that'll like rock my socks off or anything. I haven't came across one like that from you
No, I
yet.
don't have that. Yeah, that one I'm
Yeah.
working on. Yeah.
But yeah, so like when I see something unique, that's like an eye candy to me. That's like something that I've never experienced before. Different flavor profiles is what I enjoy as well. But when like giving a good review, I mean, shit. If I like it, I'll try to tell you you're gonna like it. But if not, then I'll tell you if I don't like it, you're definitely probably not gonna like it. But like I said, everybody's different on the taste spectrums.
So do you
Does that make
review
sense?
labels and like what they put in the ingredients, things like that as well, or no?
So ingredients, yes. Labels. Being in the business that I'm in, I came across a lot of shit labels.
Yeah.
Some of them are bad. I mean, and then you'll get that diamond in the rough that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So I mean, like as a consumer perspective, that's where the labels would come in. Like if you're shopping and you catch a label that's like an eye candy, it'll catch you off guard. Ooh, this looks nice.
Shop with your eyes first.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then
100%.
sometimes you'll go home and you'll open that thing up and be like, well, this is shit. You
Yeah.
weren't expecting this. I mean, but then again, you'll come across that diamond in the rough. It's like, wow, this is actually pretty damn good.
I hate it when I come across a really good sauce that has a shit label. It's like
Yeah.
a movie that's really great all the way through and then has a really shitty ending. Just breaks your heart.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, come on. And I almost want to message him like, dude, just you need you could get so many more sales because this is great.
That
You
is
know,
true. That is
they're
true.
gonna go under eventually if they're not marketing it right.
That's the whole what it comes down to as well.
Yeah. We've had to remarket a few of ours. I knew that were great sauces, and I fucked up the label. We had one called Muay Thai sour apple curry. It wasn't sour; it was sweet and sour. And
Oh,
people
okay.
saw sour, and that's just all that was stuck in their head. And so they tasted it thinking it was going to be sour, and it threw them off. it caused a lot of people to not get it and
Oh,
just
because
not
the
buy it
word's
at
out.
all. Yeah, they didn't want it at all. So I just redid the whole label, called it green apple curry. People are loving it. It's starting to get steam again,
You
as it
see the
should, because it's a
difference.
good sauce. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, you got to
Zach,
learn
didn't you
to
change your
just
labels?
say that again.
Sorry.
What?
Zach, didn't you change your labels?
I
Like you went
did. I did.
clear.
Where'd he
That's
go?
the new logo.
Oh,
I
the
was just
one,
showing them yeah.
the backdrop. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and you have black labels now, right?
Right. So next time, your next shipment of sauce will have updated branding. We stepped
Okay.
away from the whole Arizona feel. Not that I'm not proud of, that label. It's just also associated with the Hot One shit show. And I was getting a lot of complaints from retailers about how all the labels look the fucking same and people can't read. And
Really? That was a big issue.
That was
yeah, I guess,
a thing for us. Yeah.
yeah.
Holy shit!
I got the complaint that my labels all look the same and customers seem confused when they're looking at my products.
We go through that with Vanilla pepper sauce, because we do both, right? I don't know if you know. I have two lines.
I know I think it's the gourmet. Is
So
it?
Irish Spikes, it's kind of the weirder sauces, and then I've got a
Okay.
more corporate line called Vandal Pepper Sauce,
Okay.
and I've got 7 of those. And they're all the same label, and we just did different colors, and a couple of them were just like one was like orange and one was red, and we ran into all kind of problems with that.
Well, it goes to the old adage that people just don't read.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly you can look at the sauce and see that each one of these is different in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
But it's fine. I kind of wanted to step away from the old branding anyway.
It looks great now, though, dude. It's the best it's looked. I really like it.
You're growing, man. You're going from your what was it, the Hot Ones label, I guess is what you call it. Was that your original?
No, I think I'm on label like number 8.
The first I remember I just had a picture come up on Instagram of the brown ones that you had with those.
Was it the paper labels?
Yeah.
The craft paper labels?
Yeah.
So that
and
was the second version.
Holy
was
shit.
it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember those were, and you had like, I think they were like just some habaneros you got off the internet somewhere on there. It was awesome. I loved those.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
The pencil sketch.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their phases. We do for when we started ours. I look back at ours and I'm like, wow, I was awful, at our older ones. But our big thing with the not being able to tell which is I always wanted to have like really unique art on it, which is a big deal for me. This is our premium. So this is Irish Spikes Premium. Regular says just Irish Spikes, but we always keep that, what I call the label plate or the logo plate up at the top.
Mhm.
And then down here that changes. This
Okay.
is a new one. You haven't got this yet. I still got to send that cherry to you. So I'll send you this with it.
Green mole.
Yeah, it came out really good.
It did come out really good. It's actually in our refrigerator.
That's the test version. So I got to send you the final version. I think it's even better. Thank you very much. That means a lot. So
Let me see here. Where we at? Can I share? I'm going to share my screen real quick, maybe. There we go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, that's your first label, or is that your first? Or
this is the very first high desert label.
No shit, it's like a piece of history right there.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, and then I went to the craft paper labels, and then the Arizona Sunset, and then the clear labels, and now this.
I go through. So, do you account for like all the labels that you've like thrown out when you make your pricing? I do. I have to.
What do you mean?
So, like, we're about ready to change our whiskey and coffee labeling. It's going to become a premium sauce, and we're going to make it like just go from top to bottom, redo it. It's always looked like a whiskey bottle, but it's going to go into the plastic bottles now. So I'm completely redoing it. So it's going to be called, I'm redoing the name and everything. It's going to be called Queen of Pirates. It's all our premium line is all the Queen sauces. And yeah, I think looks really good. The artwork we got for it, and it was the only one that was different than all the others. So
So luckily I haven't really had to pay for a whole lot of branding.
Well, that's good. Hey,
that's really good.
there's on
Yeah.
funds.
I mean, even this new branding, my neighbor, I tried to pay him. I mean, he's like, "No, man, I just want to see you take over the world." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's awesome. I've only had one person refuse payment. That was Alton's wife. Did our Sweet Lava logo, and wouldn't let me pay her. So I paid. They always get their dogs from the Atlanta Humane Society. So I gave the payment to the Humane Society.
That is awesome. Hell yeah.
They're
Yeah.
great people, so I wasn't gonna not pay her, you know. So okay, this is gonna be put you on the spot a little bit, but I'm kind of excited about this one. What's the best hot sauce you've ever like your desert island hot sauce? If you're and I want to know yours too, Zach. Like if you have a desert that's not your own, because I have my own that I would, yeah. Uh, what's your desert island hot sauce that you'd?
All right, so I'm gonna give you two things. First, there's no such thing as the best hot sauce. Depends on what I'm having that day.
Yeah,
It's like wine, so whatever I'm having, whatever I'm eating for that dish, depends on what sauce I'm cracking open.
I agree, but this is your desert island hot sauce. You only get
So it's
one, and you're on a desert island.
Oh my goodness! Hello,
Yeah.
babies.
Let's do. If I was stuck on an island and I had to eat whatever, the sauce I would take with me is Reaper Sling Blade by Cajuns. That is because it has flavor up front with some heat as well. And that was the first sauce that introduced me to all the other sauces that are out there.
Awesome. How about you, Zach? What's yours?
Ooh. I don't know. I was
Say
just trying to think of
Sriracha.
like, okay, so I'm not. Uh, I don't buy a lot of hot sauce, and it's
Yeah.
not that I don't want to buy a hot sauce. It's just every time I do, I end up not liking it, and then I either send it to someone or it goes away. So, trying to think of the stuff that we like to keep in the house, which is very minimal because I manufacture hot sauce. So,
About it once a year, my wife, she's like, there's too many bottles in my house.
yeah, I guess if I guess it would have to be versatile, because I'd probably take the Charman OG.
Awesome.
Good choice.
Charman.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Their green sauce made me rethink green sauce. Yours too. Like
which one? I have two.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Fire roasted green.
Yeah, fire roasted.
Yeah, that song. Fuck that sauce. Anyway,
um
it's mild. It doesn't really sell that well. It's good. I feel it's underrated. You know what I mean? Like people don't give it enough love, and that's fine.
it's a great sauce. But yeah, it is very mild. That's why my wife likes it so much. Green sauces are hard to get really hot without adding other peppers that aren't green.
Yeah. And a lot of people
Yeah.
don't tend to go for like green sauces. I mean, they always complain that, like you just said, there's not much heat to it and they all taste the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. I mean, you
That's
can do it.
alright.
It ends up being pricier than you want to do it. That's the problem.
You just wait to this year's limited release set. I'm gonna fuck some people up.
All right.
I mean, it's gonna be a limited release situation. Like it won't be like an everyday thing.
Yeah,
I do that set every year.
absolutely. It's
Yeah.
basically what our thing is with the premium sauces. It's one batch and done every year. So
That's awesome. So they're like Pokemon cards. Got to collect them all while you can.
that's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Mike,
Yes.
are you a truff fan?
I like truffles, but not much truff sauce.
I just saw the
find like,
box over there.
oh, dude, I got a shit ton of truff stuff. They even sent me the Mario collectors. They sent me pasta sauce and all this other. But to be honest, though, like I find theirs a lot more sweeter. Like the black truff label, that agave nectar overpowers a lot of it. And then again, truffles has that taste to where whatever you put it in, it just ruins the dish. It's just overpowering.
Yeah.
I came across like 2 or 3 truffle sauces that I dig. Top secret, what is it? 516 sauce, I believe is what it's called. You've got
Oh yeah,
truffle
his
hound,
only legal sauce. Yeah.
and then oh my god, what's the third one? Truffle hound has a hotter version of the original one, and yeah, those three are like the top for me. But yeah, I don't discriminate. I love them all.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, you gotta at least try them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know there's people out there that hate on truff that never even tried it.
I probably need to try a different truffle sauce because I didn't care for theirs at all. I think it is overrated. It's the consistency of their sauce is beautiful. I'll give them that. It is absolutely beautiful. But the sauce itself, it's all right.
It's like a fancy branded bottle. Like it's all
You're paying too much for the bottle at that point.
yeah,
Yeah.
way too much.
Yeah. And then I mean, I bet you it would be a really good sauce if they took the truffle out. Seriously.
The essence of truffle, you mean?
Yeah, whatever
true.
it is. I think it just kind of passes by a truffle sitting on a stool, you know.
We use real truffle. Whatever. I'm not even gonna get into it. Anyway,
yeah.
How long have you worked at Jungle Gyms, and what made you want to work there in the first place?
All right, so I've been there. August 1st was my 9-year anniversary. So yeah,
Damn.
9 years in a week or 2 weeks, whatever we're in. And to be straight up, I used to hate hot sauce before I started working at Jungle Gyms. And when I filled out an application, I wanted to be a cashier. They just threw me in hot sauce, and
That's
when
great.
when they threw me into it, that's when like a whole new world opened up to my eyes. Because all I knew was Frank's Red Hot, Tabasco, Texas Pete, and Louisiana and Sriracha. I never knew any of these other lines existed, any of these flavor profiles ever existed. But yeah, when they put me back there in my little corner, it was just like an eye opener. Like holy fuck! And yeah, I've been stuck there ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
What a great way to get introduced.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. I used to just be a
Right.
catch guy.
So, okay, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit more because we got the best sauce what's the worst sauce you've ever had?
Oh God, I came across a lot.
Yeah, I have one that I can't even say because I don't want to make an enemy.
One man.
Yeah, one really bad. I mean, the worst. You know what I mean? Let's just put it this way. To me, it tasted like vomit. It really did. I was like, what the hell was it? It supposedly had butter in it. And I'm like, I mean, I know that they weren't doing the thing because you have to use the USDA for that.
Butter?
Yeah, any dairy, you have to go through the USDA and the FDA. And I knew they weren't doing that. I mean,
Yeah, adding any animal fat to an acidified product, you have to bring on the USDA because it's a different process, and the FDA doesn't regulate animal products.
Yeah.
Damn. The worst sauce I've ever had was you ever heard of the ass kicking line that has like a donkey?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the original. It's
okay.
Just like ass kicking the original. It was just straight. I don't know. Was that they used extract? I believe we were doing the tasting, and that was the one that like it ruined me because I was not expecting it to taste like that. It was just flavor wise was not good. Heat wise was too hot for my liking at that time.
So have you tried it since you've gotten acclimated to heat?
No.
Might be a neat just experiment.
It ruined him. It almost ruined his hot sauce career.
That's it.
My experience.
What about you, Zach? Can you say it?
Man, I'm not gonna trash anybody. Let's just say there's
fine.
a local company trying to bring something to market, bro, and they gave me a bottle of it, and it was just not good. And
We had somebody like that. His sauces would have been good. First of all, I think he used extracts. It didn't say it on the bottle, but I'm 90% sure he used extracts. It didn't look right. And then the other thing is, he wouldn't use salt at all, like no salt. And I'm like, this is a condiment. Now I know, Zach, you are salt sensitive, but you want some salt in there.
Dude, right? If I say something needs salt, it fucking needs salt.
Yeah.
Because I am salt sensitive. I'm not a big salt guy. You know what I mean?
And I remember tasting one of the sauces and I went, that is bland. Like it's got heat, but there's nothing else. And there should have been, based on the ingredients, more there, but nothing. And I walked over, poured a little bit in my hand, sprinkled a little salt, tasted it, went, that's pretty damn good. Salting your food, man, it's the most important thing. And as a condiment, that's your job, you know? So yeah, my goodness. You eat straight peppers then, I assume.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Whenever I get my hands on them.
What's your favorite, your best tasting? Like my favorite's still a habanero. What's your favorite pepper?
I agree, like a orange habanero or
Yeah.
ghost.
Oh, you like the
those
ghost?
are two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heat there, heat in the flavor as well.
Yeah, I think that they're the perfect peppers. I can see Ghost too. Ghost is right in that. It's a little bit hotter, but it's right in that realm. Sorry,
It's a lot of bit hotter. What the fuck are you talking about?
it is a lot. It is a lot a bit hotter. You're right.
I too am a ghost pepper fan. It's got like that natural kind of smokiness to it. You should try a chiltepine sometime.
I think that's what I had the other day that kicked my ass.
Chiltepine?
A handful of them. A handful of them.
Oh yeah, they're like this big.
Yep.
You're like, oh, this can't be that bad, but they're hot.
No, it looked like a peppercorn. Dude walked up
Yeah.
and handed me. Were picked in Mexico and brought to him, and he walked up and handed me a bunch in my hand, and I went, "Oh, okay." It was at the beginning of our farmers market, and I popped it in my mouth, and it just lit me up.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I do this for a living. I can get through this. It's all right." But that was hot.
Oh shit. We live and we learn.
What do you think is like, what do you look for all around in a hot sauce to make it great? Like, what are your criteria?
Flavor, that's a must.
Flavors, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Do you have? Is there something that helps it to balance for you when you're looking at it? I should clarify. I was really impressed because I watched one of your really early reviews. There was one, you did a dessert and then you did a Caribbean sauce, and you don't like Caribbean sauces. That's what it was. And you just said straight up that you didn't like jerk sauces and handled it really well. I actually was really impressed with the way you handled that.
Hey, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. I say
Yeah.
I don't like something.
Yeah, no, it was really well done because you didn't say it was a shitty sauce, and you just like, I think you guys might like this because it's got this, and this, but I don't, because this is not something I like. I wouldn't recommend it because of me.
I don't want to get nobody mad, but it's true though. Like, if it's something I don't like, I'll be straight up with you guys. I don't like it. It ain't my cup of tea, but you might like it.
It made me want you to try our I don't know if you have our Pirates Vacation though.
I don't think you sent that one to me.
I'll have to send it.
It's a jerk sauce.
Yeah, it's a jerk sauce. Yeah.
Damn.
I like it. I like that kind of challenge. I like that kind of challenge. Because if sometimes, you know, like our ketchup, we have that ketchup that we came out with, and I hate ketchup. I hate it. So I made a ketchup I would like.
The fungi ketchup.
Yeah.
Is that
Fungi.
Yeah, or fungi. That's it. Fungi.
Yeah.
It's the only ketchup in our refrigerator.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I sent it to a lady. She's said she's going to do our podcast. She's the mustard queen. So she's all her handle on Instagram is ketchup is garbage. And I sent it to her. She's really great. We're talking about doing a hot sauce together. So I sent her the ketchup and she said, it's good for a ketchup. I loved how honest she was. But anyway, the idea is that kind of challenge, trying to make somebody like something they don't normally like. I love that, man. That is my favorite thing.
That's got to be a hell of a challenge for you guys, because like you just said, trying to get somebody to like something they don't like, and then if they end up liking it, that's got to be like a big accomplishment.
That's huge.
Oh man, come on, bro. The high desert slogan: we make sauces that we love. I don't give a fuck about you. I make sauces I like.
There's more than one. But I know you care. I know you do, because it's
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
But oh, I know. I love that though. That's a great slogan.
At HDSC, we make sauces that we love.
And there's a good amount of that in there, you know. So okay, so you said you don't want to make anybody mad at you. do you worry doing reviews? Like if you have a bad, I didn't see many, if any, bad reviews. Do you just not do bad reviews?
I'll do bad. Like if it's something that I know that I don't like, it's just the way I word it. It's like I don't want to be like, all right, like you just
Got
said,
it.
this is trash. This is shit. Don't buy this. You won't like it. I just try to do some wordplay so it comes out politely and nice.
That's good. Yeah. Well, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody's got a different flavor, like taste, like you said. So it's, you know, it's fine.
I think maybe next time I'll just chuck the bottle across the room. Like, yeah, don't buy this. See what
I
happens.
reserve those kinds of reviews. Like I don't review sauces, but for like we do a hot take
Mhm.
section, and I do that for big companies. They can take it, you know.
Yeah, like the big
Uh,
shot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got in my head a whole campaign planned to troll Tabasco just for the fun of it.
Can't wait to see
There,
that.
Naughty Norms, I think, is his sauce brand. Not legal, make shit in his house. He was trying to troll Heartbeat and
Oh shit!
like the Dustin Poirier line of sauces.
Why
Like
would you
it
do
was
that though?
because he's a dick.
Oh.
Like he
All right.
thinks his sauce is better.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I do.
Those homemakers.
What do you think? What percentage of sauces that you taste are not as good as you think they're going to be? Because for me, I'd say 90%.
I don't have to be right there with you. At least like 90 or 85%.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
most of the time, so like if I do a video, I'll try to do the opening and everything right there. There's most of the times I've never even tried it in the store. I'll just pick up one random sauce. I'm like, oh, this looks like it'll make for a good video or whatever's trending that time.
Yeah.
Then I sometimes end up liking it. Most of the times I do like it, but then you'll come across that one that's like, yo, what the fuck did I just spend this much money on? Now came a couple bottles like that.
Yeah. So you're really kind. What I meant was 90% of the ones I taste are
Oh
not
shit.
good. Yeah.
Damn, really?
And I would
Are you
bet
just saying that because
I
you're a
would bet
sauce maker?
Zach's higher. Am I right?
That's like 99.5%.
No, man, come on. I'm not that much of an asshole. Well, okay, so in the beginning, like we would sauce trade a lot with people, you know what I mean? Like other quote unquote crafters that weren't, most of the time I just wasn't into what they
Feeling it.
made. And it's nothing personal against
Yeah.
them. It's just like there's this local guy who ferments the smoked sauce, dude, and it was just so fucking smoky. And I'm like, I want to like it. It's not bad. I just don't enjoy that over smoked flavor.
Yeah.
Like drinking a bottle of liquid smoke.
Right.
Yeah, it's never personal
Right.
for me. It's just I always get excited. Like I never want to like trash another hot sauce maker, but if I taste a sauce and what I see gets me excited, and then I taste it and I'm like, oh, they should be doing this and they should be doing this, because my sauce brain starts going.
Oh, Spike, you're a chef.
Yeah.
So like doing all that, it's like, all right, all these little things start going running through your head of
Yeah.
what to do
Yeah.
to make it better.
Yeah, it's hard not to pick it apart. But it also, it doesn't have to be perfect, but there's a letdown down involved when it's like, I see all the corners you're cutting that you don't need to cut, and this could be a great sauce, and it's sad. That's why I like Zach. That's why I like Hobbs sauce and Charman and Heartbeat. Those sauces don't fuck around. They are all really good. They're very flavorful. Cajun, man, I tell you what, great sauces. All of the stuff I've tried from all those people are legit and really good.
You're a Paul Acre fan now too. Don't forget
Oh fuck yeah, that sauce is so good. My wife, I mean, I'm not even allowed near that bottle. I'm telling you what.
the black garlic. I sent him a bottle of the fermented black garlic.
You sent me the nopale.
Oh yeah, the nopale
They've
sauce.
got a
That's
black
right.
garlic?
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
a black
yeah.
garlic
Oh,
sauce.
man.
It's
I'm
fucking
ordering
killer.
that. I'm fucking ordering that.
Yeah.
That one
Like
and what's the
literally
mushroom?
after this podcast, because I'm working on a black garlic sauce right now. Yeah, we got one. Actually, it's coming out. I'm just so we got a farmer nearby that's growing Calabrian chilies for us. And every week I'm like, how my chilies doing? I'm waiting for them. So Yeah. What's the hottest thing you ever had? What really rocked you like for a couple days?
Oh, nothing.
Good God, couple days.
I mean, but
Shit,
you
that
go
tincture.
for that stuff. I've, you know, that those noodles you and your buddy Sensei were eating that, you like powered through them and he was like,
The one thing that rocked me for a couple days was that video clipping that you seen with Ed.
oh yeah.
That shit, yeah, that tincture that he gave me. Put a dropper on my little spoon. Doing these reviews, I came across a lot of shit that fucked me
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you
And
did.
the
That's why that question was so important.
when I started YouTube and doing hot shit, I didn't know anything about prepping. I didn't know anything about like coating your stomach. I didn't even know you had to eat anything before, going into the super hot. So I was going in there like balls deep. And by the time I was like, fuck this. Yeah, in
I,
the fetal position.
I love those videos so much. When you just see them like they're starting to like
Oh, fuck yeah.
and once a reviewer gets to know how to do it, it's still great because you get more information, but you
Mhm.
lose that. Oh, they're about ready to shit their pants.
First time I met Vic, I did the Cully's hottest ramen. You remember that shit, Mike?
Yeah, I've always wanted to get my hands on it. I could never get it. How
Ugh,
hot was
ugh.
that?
Dude, that was so fucking hot. It like it was obviously ramen and instead of like sauce, it just came with a 5-ounce packet of Reaper mash.
Ugh.
It was brutal. It was fucking brutal. When Vic lived in Phoenix, they would do this Phoenix Hot Sauce Club. And
That's awesome.
yeah, it was at a tattoo shop, and Dana like laid in this bathroom that was decorated like a bat cave for 45 minutes, just on the floor, listening to like bat noises because she got so fucked up. Yeah, I was the only one that didn't throw up, actually.
so
Holy
so
shit.
she like really
Yeah,
hot.
man, yeah. No, she has a comfort zone.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to go past because she's a liberal saucer. You know what I mean? She likes to put
Oh,
sauce on.
okay.
Yeah, she doesn't like to destroy herself. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, fuck it. Let's go.
I can't do that anymore. About 3 years ago, 2 years into making hot sauce, 3 years ago, I got an ulcer. And then after the ulcer, I can do it for like a day. But it'll fuck me up for a good week. So I just,
Yeah,
yeah.
I posted a Hungry Howie's pizza on the For Love of Hot Sauce group, doused in like co-conspirator. Someone was like, dude, I didn't realize you eat sauce that mild. Sometimes. Sometimes.
I don't know.
That's a good sauce, by the way.
I don't know if I've had that one. You sent it to me. I don't remember.
Charred pineapple or fire roasted jalapenos, pineapple, and some chiltepine. It's like a fucking 5-ingredient sauce.
I think you sent that to me to give to somebody else, but I've never had it.
Yeah.
So I'll have to try that one sometime. That sounds good.
Fire roasted jalapeno, pineapple, vinegar, salt, and fucking chiltepine, and that's it.
That's nice. I don't know about the chiltepines after the other day though. Nah, I'm fine.
No, that's last ingredient on the list. You'll be fine.
You know what? I'll tell you, they were tasty. They had a really good flavor to them. That was
like,
actually the
like
question.
Naturally smoky, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought they were going to take when I first took it because I thought they were pepper. And when I first took it, I thought they tasted like pepper. They had that smoky taste that pepper has, and it was
chiltepedes.
I really liked it. But then it was like, I mean, there was probably 12 or 13 of them, and it was a bit much. One would have been nice. I gave one to my employee, and they were like, "Oh my God."
Let's see here. Let's get the Scoville rating on that.
Is that the co-conspirator, or are you talking about the pepper?
The pepper itself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in hot sauce, I don't go. The Scoville doesn't mean anything in a sauce because you never. It's
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but if
it's never. I got you.
yeah,
measuring up to 100,000
100,000.
Scoville heat units, yeah.
Wow, I would have thought it was hotter than a habanero.
No, you just ate 13 of them at one time.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also wasn't ready for it. It was 7 a.m. I hadn't eaten anything
God.
yet. I just popped that in my mouth, and I was not in good shape. But I sold a lot of hot sauce that day. We used to do that. So I'm sure, I think I saw in the background, you've got Megadeth, right? In the background.
Oh yeah.
So when that was on Hot Ones, I think that was the first season or second season. I got a bottle, and
It's like the first 10 seasons.
I think you're right. I would bring that to work for our wing night, because that's how I started doing hot sauce, was our wing night. And we would all eat a wing covered in that at the beginning of the shift, and it would just light us all up, and then we'd go out and work.
Talk about getting your motor going.
Yeah, I didn't know any better that there was like better sauces out there until later on. So that's my thing about the hotter sauces. So Ghost, I like the flavor of, but I use Scorpion a lot, but I use it judiciously because it has a weird chemical taste to me that I don't
like bitter.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like almost like medicinal. I don't want to say soapy. It's like it's chemical. It's like it tastes like it's man-made. I have a hard time with that and the Reaper. They both taste like that to me.
Oh, really? I feel like the Reaper's more floral, kind of sweet.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, when I did that ramen challenge, my first couple bites, I'm like, oh, this is kind of sweet. It's really not that bad. Then I was like, oh, fuck. This is hot as shit.
Is there any pepper that you just don't like the flavor of?
Oh yeah, the Scorpion.
Scorpion?
It's just the flavor and the heat hits me instantly, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
It doesn't build like the Reaper or the Ghost. It's just like bam, right to the face.
Yeah, that's why I use it. Because I use it almost like you would use an extract to as that offsetter, and it has that late heat that comes in. That's what the Victory sauce. I mean, it's like a quarter, maybe even a third Scorpion, and these people are they'll take a bite of it and they're like, "This is fine. What are you doing?"
Takes their breath away.
Catches them off guard.
Yeah, that late heat. I love that late heat. I try and when I make a sauce, if I'm doing that, I'll try and get something that gives you a lot of flavor up front and then the heat in the back. And that's why I like it. That's why I'm interested to send you the Pirate's Vacation, because it's pineapple, mango, and banana jerk. So you get those flavors going at the same time. And I like that it gives you that kind of rush of juice first.
So you get the flavor up front, then
you get the Scorpion. Yeah.
How does that work? Is it just the way you guys layer the ingredients in, or how does it work to get the flavor up front and then the heat hits you in the back? Or is it just naturally that you guys go for that route?
For me, it's testing it over and over and laying me out for a day.
Well, gotcha.
Testing it. You test shit, dude. I'll make like one sample batch and I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to make it.
No, I do. I test all day long and it lays me out. When we did the Pumpkin Reaper, that laid me out bad, like bad.
Damn.
Yeah, because I was just testing all day long. I laid down on the couch and fell asleep for about 2 hours in a sweat, and it was awful.
Shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, no, like the limited set I put out every year, I'm just like throwing caution to the fucking wind.
I do sauces like that. There's some that I just like. I get to the point, I'll do 1 or 2 or 3 batches. Sometimes I'll do 10 batches, but they're all small. And then when I get to where I want to go, we do a 1/8 batch, and then I give those out. So we'll do, because when you expand it to a big sauce, the thickness goes, as you know, Zach, this thickness can go all over the fucking place, and you don't want that. So what I do is I'll make a 1/8 batch so I get an idea of where it's going to go, and then I give those out to a whole bunch of people. That's what you have of the mole. The green mole is a part of a 1/8 batch.
If I'm bringing a sauce to market for someone else, like the fucking mole, I did a sample batch of that.
Yeah.
Like
no,
3.5. Yeah, 3.5 gallons. I have some other things that I have in the works right now. I did, like a 3.5 gallon batch for those as well. And then I send them out to people and get feedback.
Yeah.
But if it's just something I'm like last year I did a Verde and a hotter fire roasted red and a hotter teacot, and I introduced the piri piri. All that shit's pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah. You keep, I like the, I don't want to say you keep your sauces simple, because you don't. The mole is a great example of that, which I've got it. No, this is
I like to showcase the skills every now and then, you know what I mean? Like
Got it. I got it at the handy right here. Speaking
Mike's
of,
still
we're
Mike's
gonna
still
need
waiting
to
on his.
roll
I
on
know, man. You're
It's
this.
coming.
slacking on my order.
I'm waiting. Hey man, you said you wanted to wait for Ghostly Prick, and it's like
I know,
it's a
I know.
whole thing. I gotta drive to go get the prickly pear nectar. It's not like this is something I can fucking
You're
order and
throwing
have
it
show up.
back.
No, the prickly pear nectar that we use is from it's called Arizona Cactus Ranch. Her name's Natalie, and she's like 87 years old and the most adorable old woman on the fucking
That
planet.
is awesome.
That's
So
awesome.
it's all
I
right
love
there
that.
local.
We try to source shit locally when we can. I was using like local honey for a long time, but that shit went from like a 12-pound bucket went from like $50 to $85 like overnight. So
Damn.
Have you thought about doing a hot honey at all? I have. I'm probably not going to, but I well, I don't know.
I mean, there's not that there's not a million hot sauces on the market, but there's definitely a million hot honeys on the market.
I like that
Uh,
though, because I like to go, those
It's like
fuckers are doing it just simple. What can I do to make it different?
yeah, and we have a storage issue right now, you know.
Yeah. We've got the same thing. I mean, if you count the ones from the off season, we're gonna be near 40 sauces.
You're a fucking nut.
Damn.
I
Like
just
flavors? Is that what you mean? Like 40 flavors you
Yeah.
got?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
That's a
gotten
lot.
nuts. I finally, because of the way we come out with sauces every year, what we did is we just came out with a website so they can just go on and do it. It's a wholesale website. It's just for wholesale.
You
So
were
that
telling me
way,
about that.
yeah,
Can't
that
sell.
way people can just go on and see whatever is new. I don't have to give them a new sell sheet every 2 minutes.
But it makes life a lot convenient like that.
It helps everybody, and people can put their order in like 3 minutes. It's done and they're ready to go.
Oh, I'm gonna check out the catalog now.
There you go. Yeah, I still got to get you the cherry before it's done. That's a seasonal now. So we got fresh cherries in it. So
what,
yeah,
Marciano cherries or what kind of cherries?
they're dark cherries, black
Dark
cherries.
cherries?
Local here in Washington. So
Oh well,
yeah,
yeah. So is it
You're
more
in
like
Idaho.
well, we're 8
I'm
miles from the
messing with-
border.
I'm fucking with you.
Where I live in Idaho is not like Idaho. No, we live on the Palouse. It's rolling hills. It looks like Oz in springtime. It just turns bright yellow from the canola fields.
That's gotta be pretty.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty wild. If you ever get the chance, just Google Palouse, Palouse. Beautiful pictures. I love our area. And open, a lot like Arizona, in that it's wide open, and Ohio too.
God, it's
Ah.
so open out here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
like that.
It's open, boring, flat, gray, and dreary like 85%
Welcome
of the time.
My in-laws family are all from Toledo.
Oh shit, that's not. Well, I'm like an hour or two, I think, away from where I'm at.
One of our biggest fans is from Cincinnati and has been to Jungle Gyms a billion times.
Hell yeah, that is awesome to hear.
She's out here. She's a grad student out here, and yeah, she is always going back home, and she'll like take pictures and send them to us. It's awesome.
That is awesome. Showing the love.
That's it. It's pretty cool to have somebody here go there and see our sauce too. You know what I mean? It happens with KDB also. Somebody will be in Charleston and we'll get pictures, and I've had it happen at Tucson Tamale Company too. So you want to taste this sauce?
What sauce?
Yeah, I got the smoked strawberry la pistola.
Yeah, this is going to be a tester for me because I don't like strawberries usually.
Oh, why don't you fucking say something?
Because I like the idea of a smoked strawberry. I thought that might be good.
This fucking guy. So honestly, the strawberry flavor is pretty minimal, even though it's the first ingredient.
And it would be because of so many other things. If you're putting smoke in there or smoking them, then it's gonna change things, and that excites me. I wouldn't do a hot sauce with strawberry. Dude, it made me think I might want to do one with strawberry at some point. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, all kinds of crazy ingredients in this shit.
Oh, that's so actually real quick before we get into this, that's one of my pet peeves about reviewers. A few times now I've had reviewers go on YouTube to review our sauce. They read the ingredients and then they'll talk about it and it changes what they think of the sauce because they see things in it. And I've always, as a chef, I don't actually want to know all the stuff that's in it until after I've had it. I like to read that stuff after to
I
see
never
if
thought of that.
yeah, I want to pick it up. And I get when you're in a store, you're like this, but as a reviewer, it's different than
Yeah.
being in a store. And it's it's a pet peeve that nobody ever listens to.
I'm gonna have to give it a try sometime. Just to see if I could pinpoint the actual ingredients that are in it, so I'm not just like, oh, I could taste it now that I've seen it.
Yeah, because that's what'll happen is they'll go, oh, I can taste that. But if they didn't have that, they would taste other things. Your brain, it's called matrixing. Your brain tries to put the world together based on the information it's got. And I want them to feel it and consume it first. When I used to make soups, I would go out and give samples of the soups to everybody. And then I would tell them what was in it. And I would base my changes on any soups. I do the same with sauces, not based on anything. Like if you came to me and you said, hey, I had the mole and I thought it was too sweet, I'd say, okay. And I would wait. If another person came to me and said the same thing, then I would do it. Or if I felt that way, I would also change it. But if I wasn't so sure, I would wait until somebody else said it. As soon as somebody else says it, that's what makes it true.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
All right, let's give this a try.
Do we just do it all at the same time, or how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, I like the smell.
Cheers.
Salud.
Can I taste black pepper first?
Sorry.
It's got a unique flavor.
Yeah.
Definitely. Got some
Now
nice chunks in there. And like you say, you can't really taste much strawberry to it.
I mean, it's there, but it's not like strawberry heavy.
No, this is
like
like
I was expecting more of like how strawberries are sweet.
Yeah.
And cool.
I could taste the habanero. I didn't know there was Fresno in there. Now I'm looking at the ingredients.
There's black garlic. There's all kinds of shit here,
Mustard
man.
seeds,
Tequila.
agave.
The black garlic, I wouldn't have tasted it, but now that I'm looking at it, I can tell that was there. That's really good. I like that because it's that umami. You're not getting a flavor of black garlic. You're just getting I want more.
If I was to do a blind taste testing on this, I would not guess any of these in here. It's the strawberries that says on the label. That's it.
I love the inclusion of lemon zest in that. That's a great little add-on. That is a brilliant sauce. Who made this?
Jay Smallbatch, Paul Manacre, and Jay partnered up and created California Hot Sauce Solutions.
These fucking people are legit.
Yeah, man. Jay just dropped this. He called it "Raisin the Bar." It's golden raisins and XO cognac. Sauce. I personally I steer clear from anything with alcohol in it because the flavor kind of makes me sick. Except for Spike's beer sauces, that doesn't really taste like beer to me. But if it's like hard liquor,
you know why?
Hard liquor, because it's wort. I understand.
Yeah, that's why I don't use it. I don't use beer. I use malt vinegar, which gives it a beer flavor, and then I use wort, which is the unfermented beer. I think it gives you more variety. You can move in different directions a lot easier.
That's awesome.
You don't have to
learn something new.
Yeah, there you go.
We collab with a local cidery. We make a spicy cider for them.
Oh, that's nice. This is that's exactly why I wanted to try it. This is a brilliant sauce. This is one of the best I've ever had, I think.
Tim and Jay, I love those guys like more than you. I would marry them together if I could. We've gotten really close over the years. They're just really good people and they're great and I love them.
That's really awesome. And that makes it even better because when you know it's good people making it, that really helps. That's fantastic.
Funny story. When they went to run the Teacot again for the co-packer issue, I showed up early and I was kind of like sleeping in my truck a little bit, but not really asleep. And I hear, "Hey, are you here for the Craigslist gangbang?" And at that moment, I knew I was home. It was just Tim being a fucking weirdo.
That's awesome.
Oh,
yeah. We got do you think they'd be up for doing the podcast at some point?
Tim probably. Jay's kind of like an off-grid guy.
Oh yeah,
but he might be. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, tell him I'd love to talk to him because this is fantastic. I mean, this is beyond. Both the sauces I've tried from them have been really, really good.
They don't fuck around.
It's true. That's the thing is that every move they made in here, everything I'm reading makes sense. And that's something you don't see very often. I mean, even I'll look at my own. I'll go, why the fuck did I do that? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? That happens more often than I should probably admit to.
So, Mike, how was Weekend of Fire?
Yes.
This was the biggest that we've ever had, like vendor-wise. People were happy. Vendors were happy. I was happy. People were puking. It was a great show.
Perfect.
Exactly.
That's exactly what you
maybe
want.
maybe next year, man. Maybe next year.
Hey, by all means, definitely. What?
He's,
Let me know.
he's
No.
such a-
Huh?
It's
What's-
not paying attention to the dog. She wants that love, man.
That's all she wants.
What's her name?
Bella. Now
Oh,
she's
I used to
all
have a cat named Bella.
She's a wine runner. She's very, very emotional. Let's put it that way.
Dude, Boo Boo is very emotional too. He's a
Oh.
don't let the 80-pound pit face fool you. He's
Dude, he's
an
always
emo
laying in the
motherfucker.
sun, living life.
By the way, Zach,
He's-
it didn't. Speaking of Boo Boo, I'm sitting there doing the notes last week, and I forgot that I shared the doc with Zach, and I'm like, what is going on with the keyboard? And I deleted that, and it didn't dawn on me till 2 hours later that you said on there, Boo Boo says hi.
Yeah, like completely over your head, man. Hilarious.
I was focused. That was back in the days when we had notes. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember those days. It made my life a little easier.
Sorry about that, man. I feel bad.
No, you don't. Don't lie to me.
I genuinely do. It was a rough week.
It was a rough, dude. I had a rough week prior. You remember?
Yeah, I do remember. So I ordered bottles from a new company. They arrived on Monday, and they arrived in no boxes. They were just
Oh,
flowing.
I think
You have the picture still?
I can share. I can share the picture.
Oh, please do. It's great.
Give me 1 sec. Was that where'd you yeah,
So-
like who the fuck sends bottles this way?
It was awful. And we have to take all of ours down into a basement where we store them. And we've got a special room set aside, and we got to take them down in loads.
Boom.
There we go.
God.
Like, what
how
the fuck are you
hell did
supposed
they
to-
even do that?
It was like, and he walked, the driver walked up and just handed me a handful of bottles and goes, these fell out. And I'm like, dude, I can't use these. And he's like, well, I don't know what to do with them. And I'm like, well, I'm not taking that. You can take that back wherever you got it.
Oh my God.
Not what I ordered.
Yeah.
It's not like getting pepperoni on a pizza where you ordered pineapple. It's like you got to send this halfway across the country now because I'm not taking it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That must have took a lot of work to keep those bottles steady and then saran wrap them.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
it's shrink wraps, and there's like little pieces of cardboard in between each stack. But
Yeah,
I mean, you get shit shipped to you all the time. It gets beat up during shipping.
Yeah.
That's
You know?
true. Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that part on the side, none of the bottles were coming out there. They were coming out the bottom. So all the ones that
Really?
came, yeah, there was a hole in the bottom, and all the ones that came out the bottom.
God.
Yeah, take that shit back.
First of all, this has a hole in it. We can't take any of this. I have no idea what elements this has been exposed to.
Actually, yeah, I don't know how they get away with selling bottles like that because according to the FDA, you ever notice the top row of glass is always upside down?
Yeah.
It's so moisture doesn't get in the fucking boxes. So how
Yeah.
the fuck they keeping moisture out of a stack of glass like that?
Yeah, and
Oh,
the company we used to use, they used to have the really thick shrink wrap over the
Yeah.
whole thing because we're in Washington, or they would come from Washington, and so they would have that over everything just in case.
Well, your new pallets are gonna show up like that.
That's good. Not like that, I hope.
No. They'll be stacked properly.
That's good. I'm really glad to hear that. It's about time we wrap things up. It's been great talking to you. I've never got to have a conversation with you, man.
Hey, it was fun talking to you guys, and thanks for having me as well. And I think this is the first time I actually get to have a legit conversation with both you guys.
I've watched probably over the last 6 months, I've watched most of your videos, I think. I may have missed a few, but I haven't watched any of the older ones, and I didn't realize how far back they went. I enjoyed that today. That was really nice. What a great way to spend a Sunday. I definitely would do it again. Yeah, we'll definitely be pushing your channel for you because I want you to keep doing it.
Thank you. I'll keep on doing it just for you guys.
Awesome, man.
Keep on doing it for you.
For you.
For you.
This is gonna be my new model.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you guys later. Be safe and have a good night.
All right, man. You have a good one. Thank you for
Hey,
doing this
man.
after coming out
Same.
home from work. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take
All right, buddy.
care.